Jonathan, don't make her a gangster on the podcast. Stop.
Oh,
You don't understand. She looks like she's ready for a mugshot.
You go rap.
The 1 year out. Jonathan, either both in or both. Okay.
That's how you do it.
Word.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to The Subject Matter. I'm your host, Stephen Jenkins, here with co-host Mr. Jonathan Dayton, and junior host, Addie Dayton, and junior host, Emberleigh, Emmy, Chica, Squish. Yep. Yeah, that's right. We are experts in nothing, here to give you our thoughts and opinions on everything, on all of it. Goodness, I'm messing up our own intro. We'll see how this goes. We got a baby on the podcast tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We do. We have a baby on the podcast tonight. So I think that's what we're going to talk about. Not a baby specifically, although she could probably tell us all sorts of different things. We're going to pass the baby. We're going to pass the baby. Okay.
She'll want to get back here in a little bit.
We'll see how that goes.
This is
But we're just gonna we're gonna talk about some parenting stuff, which obviously I'm totally familiar with parenting these two for the last couple of years. But
don't agree with that.
She was disagreeing. That was a disagreeing grunt. I speak baby. She calls you big milk thing. But so, Jonathan,
Yeah.
what's it been like? She's almost a year old now.
Yes.
If you can believe it. So what's the first year been like for you as a new dad?
It's been busy. It's been a learning experience for obvious reasons.
Well, thank you.
It has been a very good first year. And as you can see, the binky is not color of a cow anymore. So we've learned that
Great cow.
babies get attached to certain items. But it's been good overall. It's been how long since we talked about parenting? I think when she was first born. I swear we had an episode when she was first born.
We talked, so I think when we very first moved to this new set, we talked briefly about some of your ways that you do things.
Yeah, but it's been a while.
We said we were going to do this at some point, so I guess today's the day.
A lot of learning. And there's a lot for parents out there, and non-parents, there's a lot of ways to do stuff that isn't wrong, but you have to adapt and learn. Each child is different. So
Yeah, makes sense. Addie, what about you?
Each stage is different. That's what we're learning.
Each stage?
Yeah.
What have the stages been so far? How many have there been?
I feel like there's like 3 stages. We had when she was first home, all she did was sleep, and you could like put her anywhere.
that was nice.
Yeah,
That
those.
was a good stage.
You think that's a rough stage. It's not. It was beautiful. And then we had like the middle stage where she only slept half a day, but she couldn't go anywhere. And now she can get anywhere and everywhere. Can't you?
I'm just building
and
up a veggie straw.
It's a
What
whole
happens if I
different
eat
world.
these?
Oh, she likes it. She shares. Daddy eats her snacks all the time. Well, maybe she didn't like that.
Really good.
You don't eat 3 at once still. There's more.
There's
You're
more
going
where
to keep
that came
going.
from.
So say this stage is definitely the wildest, and I think it's going to last the longest. Miss Independent. Yeah. But all the stages, she's been a very happy baby that likes people. So some things have stayed the same.
Yeah, makes sense. She's always, there was a time, I think for like the first 6 months, she was always awake and smiling whenever I got near her. And, but yeah, so one of the things we talked about on that one episode that we had talked about a little bit of parenting was we discussed the fact that you, one of the things that I noticed that you guys do is you take her everywhere and you just continue to live your life sort of the way you had before, but you just sort of include her in it rather than other people that I've seen who half the time they get married and they get a dog and they just, their life shuts down because, I got to go home and take care of the dog, right? Which doesn't make any sense.
No.
Which doesn't make any sense.
Our lifestyle's too busy. So we are always on the go, traveling somewhere or having a meeting somewhere or doing something. And she just kind of incorporated into it. That's kind of how I was raised.
As is evident.
Yeah. And so I think it's easier to incorporate her into that lifestyle. Obviously, she kind of gets accustomed to it. And as she gets older, I think we'll be even more accustomed to it. She knows, and we know when she gets to a point where she can't be in that environment anymore. She needs to go home and take a nap or whatever that is. But so far, so good. She's traveled. She's already
10
been
months in 10 states.
not quite 10 months in 10 states. Oh, 10 months in 10 states, and
Yeah.
11 and 12 we didn't make it to. Technically, we still have time. We could technically go to 2 more states and try to get 12 and 12.
Within 2 weeks?
Yeah, we still could. So that was one of the goals, but she.
Well, choose a close state, you know?
We've been to all
We've been to all of
those.
them.
Hey, have you?
The closest states that we could go to that she hasn't been to would be North Carolina and New York.
Interesting. Well, the last episode, we talked about the train ride
Yeah.
from here to New York.
She's
so-
been to Florida,
go.
but she skipped over Georgia and South Carolina and North Carolina to get there. She flew by plane. She's been to Kentucky and Tennessee, and of course Pennsylvania, Delaware, Ohio. She's already been to. So we'd have to go quite a distance for her to go to a new state. So I did narrow it down to New York, North Carolina would be the two that we probably target if we were going to go.
Possible.
It is
It's a
possible.
goal.
I don't have any. I don't.
Attainable.
Yeah, it's not unattainable. We don't have any trips planned. Like we have a work trip planned in DC, but that's not technically.
It's not technically a state.
No,
I'm sure she's been there already.
She's already been there several times,
Yeah.
so it wouldn't count. So
I say we count DC as a state. It might be a state of disarray at this point, but we can call it as a state, and then we'll include that.
I have a trip out west, but she won't be coming with me for that trip.
You're not going for that one?
No, I'm only going like
for that one?
24 hours. So
Yep.
It's a lot to take a baby for 24 hours.
Next time we do this, I'll have to be sure to turn the lights off on the microphones because there is a way for me to do that. I haven't figured that out yet.
it looks like Christmas though. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so does your child.
Yes. Hence the issue. Really?
Look,
Really?
hold this. Pretend you're helping us. Look up questions. Good girl.
Ask us something. Go ahead, Ember. Ask us
Oh,
a
I
question.
know you were asking Steven. I was like, he just did. That was pretty demanding. Emmy, people might want to hear me. How about this? Da-da!
Woohoo! Veggie straw. Whoa.
This will be
Yeah.
the cutest episode.
Probably.
Unless y'all see her attitude. She is starting to get an attitude.
Yeah, she has an attitude. She's like her mother.
Sure, no, not like her mother. Like Steven.
Like Steven. Steven got an attitude too sometimes. It's true, folks. It's true. It's true.
So, yeah. This is distracting, as we can tell. You're very distracting.
Steven can't focus with the baby here.
A what?
You can't focus.
Wait,
with
what
it.
is
No, I
Steven's
can't
name
focus with the baby.
with the baby?
Uncle Freddie.
So yeah, that's a story we could tell. So aside from the, do you care if we throw up the meme that I made of your outfit that day?
Oh no, that's fine.
Okay, so this is a meme that we saw. This was Addie in the operating room. I don't say why operating room. Gosh, delivery room. Listen to me. Yeah, do with that what you will. I drink a lot of Arizona green tea. Not a sponsor,
But could
but
be.
they could be. And I thought that she was repping the brand that day, repping the non-sponsorship. But then the other thing was your mom, I believe it was gonna pass the baby to me, and she went to say, "I'm gonna pass you to your friend," but then she changed it to Buddy at the last second, so I'm now Uncle Fruddy for Ember, and yeah, we're gonna call this Distractions, the episode.
She agreed.
You speaking facts over here. You speaking facts.
Like Ben Shapiro's new rap
Ben
song.
Shapiro's new
Oh,
we're not gonna
show
wait
the
till
cameras
Aiden's on
that
talking
face.
about that one.
Show the camera, stinky face. Good girl. She's like a dog, but not.
Kind of.
Okay.
Like, I feel like a dog is more work, honestly, because, like, you need people to, like, you can't take a dog in places. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can take her everywhere. I don't need a piece of paper that says she's, like, my
Emotional support
therapy.
animal.
Yeah, you know? Emotional support
Are you an
daughter.
emotional support baby? Are you an emotional support baby? Really?
But you know what I mean? Like, I can take her everywhere. And if you have a dog, you have to find a dog sitter. And a child, you just go.
So what's the evening routine like? Because I constantly see snaps of it being like midnight and
Your daddy.
she's still up and about.
It
Is that
varies.
right?
Definitely varies.
that right?
Evenings are, at our house, are different than most families. Because
Oh,
we're
yeah.
night owls.
Yes.
So we don't want her to bed at 7 o'clock and up at 7. So we probably started a terrible routine where we let her stay up too late, and then she sleeps in.
At least 10.
Yeah, so she stays up till 10, and
Between
then
10 and midnight.
Daddy's the one that has to put her to bed because she will not go to bed for Mommy.
Gotcha.
She acts a fool. Daddy, she'll just cuddle up with and let him put her to bed.
Gotcha. I think she's trying to get over towards.
Yeah, because she sees your
She
lights.
sees the lights.
Lights, camera, action, wiggles. So bedtime is her wild time. This is actually nap time right now.
Is it nap time?
We do an evening nap. And then we run around like a wild woman. And you climb on everything, jump on the trampoline, throw veggie straws on the floor, nerds.
But she sleeps pretty much through the night.
Yep.
Was that a consistent thing?
Yeah, she's
early on,
always
too?
been a very good sleeper. And she sleeps till like 9:30.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
she's
impressive.
pretty like set on like 9:20 to 9:40 is her wake up window, which is great.
That's pretty good. That's
Yeah.
yeah. Wait till the second one. And
Yeah.
everything will just all
Yeah, we'll
spiral
see.
out of control.
We'll see.
We'll see. Yeah. Are you too much?
Did you do Daddy in?
Huh?
And you're actually a good baby. Oh,
Too
more
much?
veggie straws.
Oh, she's
for
a very good
Steven.
baby. But any baby is a lot of work. So.
Any baby's quite a bit.
They're
yeah.
also expensive
Are you
Oh,
expensive?
very expensive. Very expensive.
You little
because you have
tax deduction.
Daddy wrapped around your finger.
Yeah,
Which I
she's
feel
very
like is
pricey.
only going to get worse. I also feel like the saying that's like, if you have a girl, there'll be a daddy's girl, and if you have a boy, there'll be. I can tell you, if they have a girl, daddy's girl is 100% true for us. And
Yeah.
I didn't think it would be.
She doesn't look like me though, but she looks a lot like you. But
She
Yeah,
looks. Not right now necessarily, but when she was first born, actually, I definitely saw both of you.
Well,
I
that
think
makes me
she's
happy.
looking a little bit more like Jonathan right now, but I'm guessing that'll change once
I
she
hope.
gets older.
yeah,
Because she's 100% looks like daddy, and everyone thinks she's a boy. We get that a lot.
oh, a lot.
That's a fun fact for people.
Everyone-
Don't assume a child's
Everyone
gender
says she's
here.
a boy.
I mean, I think when you have a newborn, even up to a year old, I always have to look at what color clothes they're wearing at
Yeah.
this point. Honestly, like I mean, if she was wearing blue, obviously I know, so I'd be able to tell, but like I would kind of understand. But
Yeah,
I
I
would
see
always-
why. I see why people say it, especially if like Jonathan's holding her,
Yeah.
and she's in just neutral colors, and they look like twins. I'm like,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
get confused with Steven all the time too. I think he's a girl, but then realize he's a guy. So.
Yeah. Well, clearly, this is just
I've seen some girls.
bearded lady. This episode's gonna be called Baby Talk with Ember.
She could have a podcast. You know, there would be no doubt in my mind if we put Ember on a podcast by herself, just roaming around doing nothing, that it would get more views
Than any other
than any other
podcast
podcast
we've
people
out
had
there.
the
ask
entire
me
time.
all the time. They're like, if you had a live cam for Emmy, we would sit and watch it all day.
Gotta be honest, a little creepy,
Yeah.
but I understand. I understand.
Yep.
It's a little weird.
But there's like TikTokers out there that like film their entire life
That's-
24/7. So weird, but it gets so much attraction.
Well, and
Odd attraction.
I think that's sort of the question from a moral perspective, and I like what you guys have done so far is that obviously people see her on Facebook and Instagram and all that, but she's not everywhere, if that makes sense,
Yes.
to the point where everybody's going to know everything about her whenever she gets older. Because I think of the kids who are growing up in this era now and their entire life is going to be on social media, which if you have private friends and stuff, it's a little bit different. But like, if I was growing up, I don't need everybody seeing my baby years and all
No,
that,
they have
especially
like
on
first
TikTok.
poop on TikTok. I've seen
Yeah.
some weird like first videos that I'm like, you can't erase that.
Yeah,
Nope.
I
And
just
then-
think I think there's something morally questionable about using your child for that type of clout.
Yeah, I think a lot use it for clout. Now, don't get me wrong, she gets cute and gets a lot of likes,
Oh,
but like,
of course.
I can't imagine the
A
ones that use it.
little clout, you know.
I
we
can't
gotta go
imagine
with
the people that like use it for money and like force their kids to do stuff. It's hard to get a photo of her.
I mean, look, we're gonna be using her in the thumbnail, so it's not like we're not using her for this just a little bit.
Okay, you can be
But-
a little clout,
Oh,
right?
you can have you can get us a little clout.
You're
We
like a
just-
cloud.
We just don't want you to grow up and be like, hey, I didn't consent to
Okay,
my
come back to
image
mommy.
being posted everywhere.
And sue us for money.
Sue us for money. Yeah, for all the money that we make off of these episodes.
They're gonna see your baby belly. Hi. You like this though? You like lights and cameras?
This would not have been doable with the old mics.
No,
I
no,
just want to say,
Yeah.
this is gonna be annoying hearing all that, but It'll be much better than what we would have had with the last
Can
one.
mommy eat one?
But yeah, I think you guys are obviously doing a pretty good job. Are they doing a good job? Are they doing a good job so
Hey,
far?
who's your favorite, mama or dada? Dada.
Where's Dada? Can you show me who's Dada?
Don't
Where's
look at.
Dada? No, are you gonna be shy?
Fun fact: the chips have milk in them from the
Interesting.
exact same brand.
That's odd.
So she can't have that shape. What makes that shape have milk and not this shape?
Because it
I
must
don't
be
know.
milk.
What's milk?
I
Mouth.
don't laugh at how I say
Wow.
milk. Like it's just a word.
Of all the words you mispronounce, milk is probably not the weirdest one.
We
I was
Addie 5 or 6 gallons of milk last night.
milk.
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 They're not gallons though, right?
No.
Did you find it in the milk aisle?
I did. You walk down the aisle and you get the milk.
Izzle. The milk.
What?
Milk
What?
the milk izzle.
The izzle.
I don't get that one. Or
Because aisle is spelled I-S-L-E.
two. What is the word I just learned?
The word you just learned?
Yeah. What was in her?
Oh.
baby snacks?
Tapioca. And
I said topeka.
Topeka?
That's topeka in it. And
Topeka.
what is topeka? And it's tapioca. What else did you say that day?
I don't
Or
know.
the next day? You said
Addie
two
says
things.
lots of things.
Baby snacks teach me a lot, guys.
Are you going to be teaching her words?
I hope not.
Like the fact that you can upcharge something because you put it in a small bag and added Elmo to the outside. Like we were buying expensive veggie straws and here they're the same as regular.
The power of graphic design.
Yep.
Yep, we going back over here? Huh? We going back over here?
This is a fun game. She saw your lights again.
Hot potato. Hot potato, baby.
Will this be annoying?
I mean, probably.
For the listeners,
Yeah, it's, for the listeners, they might not as bad as all the other noises they've heard so far. But
Oh, tell them. What would you like to say? This is your first real appearance.
go ahead and tell them. What do you want to say? Look over here. Over here. What do you want to say? Say hi. Can you say hi?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Say hi.
You say hi?
Or stinky nose. She's like, y'all look like a bunch of fools on camera, guys.
Can you go?
And this one.
She's like, what are you all doing here?
Do this one.
I don't do any of this ever.
Why are you doing nothing? Come on, you had no tricks. Look, I'll give you a treat. Hey, do a trick.
It's usually not how that works.
Do a trick. I don't want to do a trick. We all just did them. Yay, Emmy! Yeah, good girl.
Very good.
And now you get a veggie straw. Yay! And now wave. Hi. Oh, sorry. I should reward you first for your good behavior. Okay.
Well, thank you.
Steven
Thank you.
clapped. Yay! Look. Hi. Bye. Oh, you're going to talk. Oh.
It's a little bit wet earlier. That's
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was pre-loved. No, Dad, no.
So I didn't take it.
What? That was
Thank
Steven. That
you.
was new.
Thank you.
New, fresh out of the bag. No one's trusting this. This is fun. How many veggie straws?
So what would you say has the hardest part been for you guys? Because we've talked about all the good stuff, and it seems as though it's gone pretty well. What would you say the most difficult thing would be?
For me, it's easy. I think time management. Everyone wants to see the baby, which is great.
Blame everybody else.
But
Good
like,
call.
I also feel like with how busy our lives are, it's been really hard to navigate like everyone seeing her, us having time, work. So like time management in general with a baby is like,
Right. That makes sense.
Yeah, I'd agree. But I also would say that I think it differs per family. Obviously, time management for us is a lot different. You know, for other families. Some families have this traditional 9 to 5, they're home, and then they have absolutely every evening free. We don't have that luxury for the last 1, 2, 3, 4, well, almost 5 evenings now. We've had something already on the schedule. We have 2 things on the schedule for tomorrow. One thing for Friday, one thing for Saturday. We have church and leave for out of town on Sunday
For a
our
week.
entire week. We're home, and then Steve and I headed to Edgerton County on that Sunday. So our next 10 days are already pre-planned. From morning when I wake up to evening, there's something going on. And it's not just local stuff too. It's local traveling. So I think time management's hard because just in general with the baby.
But even
Yeah.
with work. Oh, she agrees?
Oh yeah, mom and dad both work. So that's a challenge.
I was gonna say you guys have quite the setup at your office.
Yep. She goes in the
Downtown.
office and hangs out too. But obviously she takes precedence. So if she's grouchy or wants a nap or needs food, then you're balancing a Zoom on one phone and a Zoom on a laptop and the baby at the same time. I've been on plenty of conference calls, 2 of them at the same time with the baby. That's nearly impossible.
Happy.
But so time management's hard. Obviously it's podcast, which doesn't take up a whole lot of time. But work between jobs, the fire companies, and other things just
Makes
take
sense.
up a lot of time.
What would you say the most surprising thing has been for you guys, good or bad? Most surprising.
Ooh.
I don't know if they'll be able to see her down here from any of the angles, but
I think how much you
she's
could love,
very happy to be.
I think how much you could love
standing.
someone. I didn't think I could love a little one as much as I love the little one, and she literally eat our whole world. Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think how quickly life happens. I think people tell you that, and then when it's your own child, it's like unbelievable. Like, I feel like she was just born, and now we're celebrating a first birthday party, and it's like, it's
High five.
sad.
Does her first birthday party have a theme?
It does.
Lemons.
Lemons. And oranges. Don't leave the oranges out.
Citrus.
Yeah,
Citrus.
she
Citrus,
loves.
lime. Do we have lime? Does lime get
I
a
don't
rep?
think she's ever had a lime, actually.
Well, we gotta change
Yes.
that. We
She
gotta
has?
change that,
She's
kid.
had a lime?
We gotta change that. Was the lime not a thing? I guess we're staying back down.
Yeah.
Here.
She's like, I'm not standing on your lap. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have a lemonade stand that Daddy
Nice.
built. We're going to have boba for the lemonade
Is that the
stand.
lemonade stand that looks like the? Is it comparable to the candy machine you made for Halloween? Hi.
No, Daddy made this
No.
one. It's actually very impressive.
This is funny. What you doing?
I like that they went in to see Steven's face looking funky.
Steven, why
I have.
why are you looking down at the camera, Steven?
Well,
No eye contact.
it's adorable what's happening. I think you'll be able to see, but I'm not sure.
She is so cute, guys. I know like all babies are cute, but we have a good one.
She is. Yes. Not all babies are cute. Let's be honest here, okay?
My
Yeah.
sister wasn't, for all the viewers. Ask my dad.
Your sister wasn't cute.
Your
I think
sister
I've seen,
wasn't cute.
pictures.
No,
She's-
my dad
I
would
thought you were
tell
about to say
everyone
your
that.
sister's kids weren't cute, and I was like,
Oh, no,
ooh,
they're
what's
so
causing
cute.
drama?
No, my sister was a very ugly baby. My dad would tell you all that. She was terrifying.
Has he got anything better?
Yeah, she's not
Getting
as
Nicole.
scary
Love you,
anymore.
Nicole.
When she watches this, she'll be real proud.
We'll throw up if you're not gonna throw up.
Boom.
These
Full
are
screen.
these
Full
are
screen.
all of our baby pictures.
Oh, I was
the
so
little-
cute.
Your baby picture, my baby picture, and yours.
And guess who is who? They might not know.
I'm the Asian one.
Her and I would be a little confusing in her early
You
years.
confuse people, yeah. Some of their
Really?
pictures are identical.
I'm
Yeah.
worried about the gravity in this chip. I think the way it's positioned, it's fine, but it makes me a little nervous.
We know what to do if she chokes.
We do.
we
I'm
do.
surprised at how content she is just sort of standing here. It's
She
impressive to
really
me.
loves to be. This is her now. We're at the stage where anything she can hold on to,
Mm-hmm.
but she doesn't want to walk. She can.
Has she
But
has she walked
She's
before?
taking steps,
Okay.
but no desire, because as soon as she sees where she wants to go,
Then
she's
she
like, I'm
just-
gonna crawl because I'm way faster
Faster.
crawling. But she can be in the middle of the floor and
boy.
stand up. She does this weird what are those called?
Squats.
Squats. She just squats like crazy.
Really?
Does she still have it in her mouth? No, she lost it.
No,
No, she does it.
it's
She
on
ate
the
the middle
floor.
out of it. You see there's like a hollow.
I don't think it's
Oh.
actually hollow. I think it's just her. I think it
Solid.
got
Listen,
wet
Yeah,
enough.
I have a
see.
great question to ask Steven.
Okay.
If you were gonna have a kid right now and you had 30 seconds to name the child, it's a boy. What would you do?
Oh
Go.
wait, 30 seconds to name a child.
Yep.
So I have a lot of considerations. Do I know if I'm getting another kid after this or not?
You know nothing.
I know
this
absolutely
is a big
nothing.
surprise. You don't even know the mom.
Boom.
Okay. All right. I'm trying to think of
15
how many
seconds
people
left.
I can name after get them all in one. Okay. I would probably go with William Robert.
William Robert.
Oh.
Because that's a lot of layers. Okay.
Okay.
Because my brother's middle name is William. His middle name is named after my dad's first name, so I got 2 in there.
Ooh.
And then my middle name is Robert, so it gets me, and my middle name is named after my grandfather, so that gets all 4 of us in there.
That's pretty cool. Explain her name. Have we ever explained her name?
Yeah, we found it on Facebook. Her name is Emberleigh Renee Dayton. Obviously, last name's because of our last name. Emberleigh, I think it was just kind of a unique pick. We had
Yeah, she's a little spark.
We had multiple options. Addie said that the kind of spark, so we had named it Ember. We had Ember. We added Lee. We didn't spell it with L-E-E. It's L-E-I-G-H. Renee is named after a good friend of ours, passed away just a few years ago. So we named her middle name Renee.
Careful,
and Seoul
girl.
is where I'm from in Korea, so we put them together to have a joint middle name. I have multiple middle names too, so it kind of fit in. So Emberleigh Renee Seoul hyphen Dayton is her full name. We had other options for a boy. We had other options for a girl too.
Don't tell them.
I'm not gonna tell them, but
Steven might steal them.
No, but it is funny that you mentioned that though, because I was literally just thinking about like, what do I want to name my kid? Like, obviously that will have some input from, the mother of the child, but some input.
You just get to agree.
12% of the input. That's a reference to a Marvel movie in case you missed it. But yeah,
we all probably missed that.
well, you probably did, including her.
Come on.
Okay.
Oh, mommy just crushed all your veggie straws.
Crushing the veggie straws. Maybe that's the title of the episode.
All right. Nap time.
Nap time?
Bye.
Take a room.
She can run? Yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
See where she goes. She might stay on the
She's gonna knock over the cameras.
I was going to say, she's not staying on the carpet, but okay.
There's a squat.
Yep, there's the squats.
She's gonna eat all of the food that we have on here on the carpet.
I know, that's my only concern.
Still from the gingerbread episode.
I
I think that pretty much wraps us up anyway. I think we covered pretty much everything. Happy to have Ember make her not her first official appearance, I guess, because she was on the Christmas episode, but
She was.
her editorial debut. Yeah, it'll be in all the headlines, and yeah, it'll line up well because her birthday's in what, a week, 2 weeks?
It was a little over a week.
Yeah,
Week and a half.
which will be off next week. So then, makes sense.
Thank you.
Ember, do you have anything to add? One more thing to say?
Last comments? Veggie straws sponsor you and Steven?
Yeah. Who makes the veggie straws? Let's
Oh.
Veggie
see.
straw?
We
you're
don't know the
Mine's
bag.
a Ziploc bag.
No,
They're
there's
from
a brand-
Ziploc.
There's an actual brand though. I can't think of the name.
Well, they're not a sponsor, but they could
Could
be. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Give us a like. Let us know how cute Ember is down in the comments.
Is this blue?
Let us know if this shelf
is-
over here is
is
blue.
this white? This white?
Is he Asian? We don't know. We can't tell. We don't see race. As always, we don't have an outro. We will see you later. Say bye. Say bye. 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 Can you wave? Bye.
You can eat one.
Can you see? Do you see the camera? Say bye. Bye. Can you see the camera? Can you wave to Daddy? Wave bye. Wave. Wave. Close enough.
There. No, that was a no. Bye.